Hey YouTube, you have Leonard here. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be doing my Spring Anime 2022 review. Now, I did this last year winter anime and it was a pretty decent video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through roughly my most anticipated anime for the spring season. Now, this isn't going to necessarily be every single anime that I'm going to watch, but what this will contain are about the 7 to 8 anime that 100% I should be reacting to throughout the season. So with that, let's get this started. So very quickly, the first anime that I'm going to be going over is Spy X Family. This is very high on my most anticipated list. I'm really looking forward to this one. And I know many people in the anime community have really hyped up this particular series based on the manga. So from what I've seen from the synopsis and the trailer, this seems honestly very interesting. You have Lloyd Forger, who's this is I guess his alias, but he's a spy essentially. And then he marries a fake marriage, Yor Forger, who's actually a lethal assassin. They adopt a daughter, Anya, who is indeed an orphan, but she's an Esper. So she can based on what I'm seeing from the trailer, she can actually hear the thoughts of her parents and she can tell exactly who they are, how they're feeling, and it's very interesting. And just from the trailer alone, this seems like it's going to be a very cool, interesting, and honestly very funny and wholesome show at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to Spy X Family. I'm curious to see where they're going to go with this series, but it's definitely really up there in terms of my most anticipated anime. Now for another one, where if you guys remember last season, Sonobisuke Dodo, we had Best Girl modding. We might be having another contender for Best Girl of the Year, Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. So this is a series where again, Shikimori is this pink-haired girl, very, very pretty. But the thing is the fact that, as the title suggests, she seems like the perfect girlfriend. Cute, fun to be around, sweet when she wants to be. But she has a cool dark side that comes out under the right circumstances. Her boyfriend Izumi loves to be around her when that happens. I wish I was Izumi. But this is really high up on my anticipated list. Just imagining someone like Shikimori, I can already see how guys and girls for that matter, everyone's going to be drawn to her personality, and I've heard nothing but great things about this series. So we're going to take a look at this one definitely for Spring Anime 2022. And now for my guilty pleasure. This one I'm early predicting is going to be my favorite anime of spring 2022. Let's see if I'm right.
But the definition of insanity is
Kako no Inazuke, A Couple of Cuckoos.
That is crazy.
So I wanted to read this manga like a year ago. Whole year ago. Never got around to it because I found out an anime was coming and I said, hey, let me wait for the manga. This literally gives me Domestic Girlfriend X, Koito Uso, that's Love Lies, if you guys have ever seen that series or read it. This is right up my alley of just a complete dumpster fire, and I'm here for it.
But why?
So you have this 16-year-old guy named Nagi Umino, and he's a second-year student. And apparently he was switched at birth. So as a result, the sister that he is known for the entirety of his life is actually not his real sister. No. And he ends up meeting this girl named Erika, who apparently they're going to be in a fake relationship so she doesn't have to actually marry this person that her parents want her to marry. But it turns out like the person she's supposed to marry is Nagi, if again I'm understanding this correctly, and it's just like my mind is blown. But we're not done yet, everybody. We are not done yet.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
There's a third girl. No. Her name is Hiro, and she's the girl that he actually likes. Like, she's the crush from school, and he likes her. And I'm just like, this is going to literally hurt my head.
You have no idea.
Like, you have too many best girls in this series. And honestly, I'm just like, I see this, I'm just like, yes. Yes. Let's see what's gonna happen. I don't know who I'm rooting for. I feel like Erika's gonna be love. Sachi, his sister though.
I don't like where this is going.
Her one line at the end of the trailer, "Stop! Brother's not really my brother." And immediately I'm just like, warning flags. Warning flags are flying. I'm like, oh no.
Stop it. Get some help.
Really, really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be, again, my favorite anime of the season, and we'll see what happens. Now, on to some stuff very quickly I'm going to touch on in terms of part 2 animes. So we have Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. So again, I watched Season 1 when it came out about 2, 3, 4 years ago. I can't remember anymore. And honestly, one of my favorite anime. Don't read the light novel, haven't seen the web novel, haven't read the manga, but I truly do love this anime series. Naofumi is one of my favorite male protagonists, thus I say Naofumi-sama, we put respect on his name. Next up, Kaguya-sama, which I've been waiting so long for. We have Kaguya-sama Season 3, needs no introduction, fun romance comedy, highly recommend if you've not seen the previous seasons of Kaguya-sama. And I know some stuff from the manga because I was spoiled on one particular thing. I know nothing else. All I can say is I'm ready for this season. I hope certain things get adapted based on what I've heard from the manga. I'm absolutely looking forward to this. Now, another series that needs no introduction, Komi-san wa Komyusho desu, the second season. Yes, Komi can't communicate. We have season number 2. Again, really looking forward to this. I watched season 1 when it came out. I believe it was December of 2021, so last year. And I was instantly in love with it. It's such a fun series. All the characters between Tadano, Komi, Najimi, but then the whole other cast of characters are absolutely hilarious. If you guys follow my content, you know that I'm currently reading the manga, and I think at the time of this video, I'm on chapter like 199 of like 349. So there's a lot of content in this series for it to continue to go on. And I promise you guys, second season, we're going to get some characters who I will not spoil, but we're really going to start getting the crux of the group going forward for this manga in the second season. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, another extreme personal favorite, Day Day Live Season 4. Let's go. I'm happy. If you guys don't know, Day Day Live is easily one of my favorite series that I personally watched. I watched when Season 1 first came out originally. I have all the DVDs. I have the games. I've read the novels. Well, not up to date on the novels, but I've read the past novels. And it's a very, very interesting series. So I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen. I don't really know much about this season. What I can kind of gather from the trailers that I've seen is that Shido meets a girl, or I guess 2 seirei, Mukuro and I think Nia. These will be the 2 seirei of focus in this particular season. And then of course Kurumi is going to be back. We're going to see Origami as a seirei. All in all, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Day Day Live Season 4 has to offer. Again, not a single season has failed me. Season 3 was epic. I loved the ending of Season 3 of Origami. So let's see what happens. Now lastly, the anime that I'm not promising I'm going to watch all the way through, but I definitely love, and I've already started to watch, I think, some of these as the spring anime have come out. Deaimon. Deaimon honestly is my hidden gem so far. I watched the first episode, I believe, yesterday, and it's good. It's really, really good. You have 2 characters of note. Itsuka's the girl, and you have also Nagomu. Nagomu is essentially this boy who he grew up in like a bake shop. Like his family owns a bakery, but because of the fact that he felt judged among other things, he ran away from that life. He spends 10 years trying to pursue music, fails at that, and he comes back to the bakery trying to inherit it, only to realize that Itsuka ends up coming in as a girl who his family adopted for reasons which you will see in the episode, and they're basically going to make her the heir of the bakery. And he's just like, wait a second, what? And it really leads to a very interesting slice of life that actually has, in my opinion, more story and more plot than I was expecting to have. And I'm really interested to see how this will turn into, I think, more of a coming of age story for both Itsuka and also for Nagomu. Highly recommend Deaimon. Otome game Sekai wa mob ni kibishii sekai desu. Trapped in a dating sim, the world of Otome games is tough for mobs. I can't. The things that people come up with these days for anime. But once again, this is another one that I've already seen the first episode to, and I have to say it's gotten a lot of hate, I think because of the animation among other stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed the first episode, so I encourage everybody, if you haven't seen it yet and you don't know the source material, you should check this out. It doesn't feel like your traditional isekai anime, which is why I want to get into it. The guy basically is in the game, but he has no interest in being part of like the main story, and he just wants to be a mob. He just wants to live his life out. But because of circumstances that, as you can imagine, will take place, he's going to find himself sucked into the main plot of the game, and I'm sure there's going to be some changes and challenges that he has to overcome as he tries to live his quiet, peaceful life. Another one, Aharen-san wa Hakarenai, also known as Aharen is Indecipherable. Another series, I watched the first episode, and I promise you I'm definitely going to keep reacting to this because this show is funny. This show is absolutely, like, I was dying of laughter. There's certain things that go down that just completely killed me. I think the big thing here is that your two main characters, Daido and Nena. Nena does understand personal boundaries. She's this small girl, they're in high school, and she doesn't really understand like how to like respect personal space. She's all up on people, but people find her weird because of that, and so she ends up going like solo mode and she doesn't talk to anybody. She stays to herself. Daido has been criticized because of the fact that he looks like a bully, someone who's like mean, doesn't smile, etc. So he goes out of his way to say like, now that I'm in high school, I'm going to change. I'm going to make friends. He chooses Nena, aka Aharen, and you can imagine where that goes from there. But she can't speak. Like, she speaks very, very softly. So the first episode alone is him trying to find a way to actually speak with her, but it leads to all these wholesome moments when you realize that the two of them are literally made for each other. Two individuals who earnestly want to form connections and make friends and haven't been able to do so in the past. Very curious to see where this continues to go, but really, really funny to see. And the last one, and again, I make no promises, and those on the Twitch side who watch my videos, you guys know what I'm talking about. Love After World Domination, also known as Koi wa Sekai Seifuku no Atode. So this is one, I don't know what to expect from it. It literally gives me like a Power Rangers type of vibe, like a Sentai thing. But at the same time, what's really interesting is that the main guy who's a hero and the heroine who's a villain, they like each other. And I think they go on dates, they fall for each other, and they're doing all this cute stuff, but they have to pretend to hate each other and fight because they're on opposite sides of good and evil. I don't know. But it seems funny. It definitely seems funny. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to react to every single episode, but at the bare minimum, I'm going to keep with this for like a little while because it does seem interesting. And of course, now my anime list is piling up. Now lastly, there are several anime that I have not gone through. I have literally a list of 18 anime plus like 3 movies I'm going to be watching this season. So once again, I can't guarantee I will react to everything. I might give everything on my list at least a first impression. You can see it on the screen. But once again, I'm going to check out all these anime in some way, shape, or form, whether I react to it or I just watch on my own. But all the anime they've seen this video so far, especially the first 7 or so, 100% I'm going to be reacting them throughout the entirety of the season. Like there's no debating that. I'm trying to make sure I have like no more than 10, and currently I have over 10, so we'll see what happens. But with that, everyone, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to like my content, greatly appreciate it as always. And you can follow me on Twitch for, again, more live content. That's where we do everything live. So with that, I'm Leonard, and I'm out. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.